What happens to the human body without modern medicine? What if I told you your body is always one step away from danger? Not because it is weak, but because it was never designed to survive alone against everything. Without modern medicine, even the smallest problem doesn't stay small. It grows silently until it becomes something life-threatening. Let's go deeper. Number 10. A small cut that turns into a life-threatening infection. A simple cut on the skin looks harmless at first, something you would normally ignore and continue your day. But the moment the skin breaks, bacteria enter the body instantly. The immune system reacts immediately, sending white blood cells to fight the infection and triggering inflammation as a warning signal. In a world with modern medicine, antibiotics would quickly stop this infection from spreading. But without them, the body is left fighting alone. If even a small number of bacteria survive, they begin to multiply and spread deeper into tissues and eventually into the bloodstream. Number 9. A simple cough or fever becoming a dangerous illness. A cough or mild fever usually feels like a normal, everyday illness. In today's world, it is treated easily with medicine and rest. But without modern medicine, the situation becomes very different. The infection doesn't stay limited to the throat. It slowly travels deeper into the lungs. As mucus builds up and airways become tighter, breathing becomes more difficult with every passing hour. The body tries to fight back by increasing fever, using heat to kill the infection, but this also weakens the body further. A dangerous cycle begins where the infection and the immune system keep attacking each other, draining all energy. Number 8. Childbirth turning into one of the most dangerous moments of life. Childbirth may seem natural and ordinary, but without medical support, it becomes one of the most dangerous events a human body can experience. During labor, anything can go wrong at any moment. Heavy bleeding can start suddenly, infections can enter the body, or the baby may not be positioned correctly. In modern hospitals, doctors can perform surgeries, provide transfusions, and use medication to control complications instantly. But without these tools, there is no way to stop the danger once it begins. Even a small complication can quickly become life-threatening for both mother and child. This is why, before modern medicine, childbirth was one of the leading causes of death among women. Not because the body was weak, but because there was no system to protect it when things went wrong. Number 7. Silent diseases growing inside the body without warning. Some of the most dangerous conditions in the human body are not the ones that hurt immediately, but the ones that grow silently over time. Diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer often begin without clear symptoms. High blood pressure slowly damages blood vessels and vital organs until a stroke or heart failure suddenly occurs. Diabetes gradually affects nerves, kidneys, and eyes without early pain signals. Cancer can begin as a tiny group of abnormal cells that grow quietly for years before showing any signs. Without modern medicine, there are no scans, no blood tests, and no early detection. Number 6. Broken bones and internal injuries becoming permanent damage. A broken bone today is painful, but it is treatable and usually heals correctly with medical care. However, without modern medicine, the healing process becomes unpredictable. Bones may grow back in the wrong position, leading to permanent deformity or loss of movement in that part of the body. Even simple fractures can result in lifelong disability. The danger becomes even greater with internal injuries, which are often invisible from the outside. If a fall or accident causes internal bleeding, there is no way to detect it early or stop it surgically. The bleeding continues silently inside the body, weakening organs and reducing oxygen supply until the body eventually goes into shock. What should have been a recoverable injury can turn into a life-changing or even fatal condition. Number 5. The body fighting alone without support. The human body is incredibly strong and intelligent. Every second it is working to detect threats, repair damaged tissues, and fight infections. But this system has limits. Without antibiotics, vaccines, or medical treatment, the immune system is forced to work non-stop without relief. Fever may return again and again. Inflammation may last longer than normal, and healing slows down over time. Instead of recovering fully, the body remains in a constant state of stress and defense. Eventually, this continuous pressure weakens the system itself. Modern medicine does not replace the immune system, it supports it when it becomes overwhelmed, allowing the body to recover instead of collapse. Number 4. Small illnesses combining into a slow breakdown of the body. When looking at each condition separately, they may seem manageable: fever, a cough, a wound, or a mild infection. But in a world without modern medicine, these small problems do not stay separate. They accumulate over time, each one adding pressure to the body. A minor infection that is not treated spreads, a fever weakens the immune system, and another illness takes advantage of that weakness. Slowly, the body becomes less able to recover from new problems. In history, many deaths did not come from one extreme disease, but from a combination of small, untreated illnesses that gradually overwhelmed the body until it could no longer function properly. Number 3. A tooth infection spreading far beyond the mouth. A toothache often begins as a small and ignored problem, but without treatment, it can become extremely dangerous. The infection starts in the tooth but gradually spreads into the gums, then into the jaw, and in severe cases, it can enter the bloodstream. Once it spreads through the body, it is no longer just a dental issue. Swelling increases, pain becomes constant, and fever begins as the body tries to fight the infection. But without antibiotics, there is no way to fully eliminate it. In extreme cases, the infection can even reach vital organs like the brain or heart, turning a simple tooth problem into a life-threatening condition. Number 2. Dehydration slowly shutting down the body. Dehydration may seem like just thirst at first, but in reality, it can quickly become dangerous without treatment. When the body loses too much water due to illness, fever, or diarrhea, blood becomes thicker and harder to circulate. Organs begin to struggle because they are not receiving enough fluid to function properly. The brain slows down, causing dizziness, confusion, and weakness. Normally, modern medicine can quickly restore fluids through oral rehydration or IV therapy. But without treatment, the body must rely only on its remaining water reserves. Once this balance is lost, recovery becomes extremely difficult, and the body starts to shut down gradually. Number 1. Internal bleeding happening silently inside the body. One of the most dangerous conditions is internal bleeding because it cannot be seen from the outside. A person may look completely normal after an accident or injury, but inside the body, blood loss may already be happening. At first, the person may feel only slight weakness or dizziness, but as blood continues to leak internally, oxygen levels drop and organs begin to fail one by one. Without medical imaging or surgery, there is no way to detect or stop it. The condition worsens silently until the body enters shock. By the time symptoms become obvious, it is often already too late to reverse the damage. If this made you think differently about the human body, don't forget to like and share this video so more people can understand how powerful and fragile life really is.